1 degree Celsius global warming may not sound like much, but it's having a dramatic effect on our weather.
The Met Office has issued flood warnings for parts of Cumbria and the Lake District.
There are warnings of a danger to life, with parts of the Midlands expected to record their highest ever flood levels in the next few hours.
It is officially the hottest day of the year so far.
In Shrewsbury and neighbouring Ironbridge, the River Severn is continuing to rise after more rain overnight.
Let's turn now to 3 extreme climate events around the globe, which many believe are linked by man-made climate change.
12 inches of rain has fallen.
A record heat wave in Japan, major flooding in Australia and a deadly avalanche in northern Italy.
Now the question is how often this is going to happen, how bad it's going to be.
Well, experts say the flooding emergency has been made worse by climate change.
Across the globe, extreme weather events and changing temperatures have been linked to man-made climate change.
People should stop thinking about these floods as a once-in-a-century event. Floods like this are going to happen more often.
Our continued reliance on fossil fuels is being driven by a combination of new extraction techniques, instability in the energy market due to the war in Ukraine, and a divided political debate, paralysed by conflicting economic interests.
There are concerns that governments will reject more drastic measures to cut carbon emissions.
Often the question is, did climate change cause a certain event? And you can never really answer that question, but what scientists do is to look at whether climate change made a certain event more or less likely.
While renewable energy sources, such as wind turbines, have the potential to provide power from perpetual natural resources, reliability, politics, and local disagreements still delay investment in this industry.
Investing in wind makes sense for breezy Britain, but even the industry thinks delivering is a challenge.
In the period 2016 to 2021, only 20 wind turbines in total have been approved.
But 78% of people strongly support or support onshore wind developments, compared to 4% opposed.
It's taking at the moment up to 10 years to get a project from the drawing board into operation, and part of that, half of that time is consents. The government today have said they want to get that down to a year.
Onshore wind is the fastest, cheapest route to renewable energy, but new developments will remain blocked, with few exceptions, following pressure from Conservative MPs.
Many communities will always hold objections to wind farms.
This combination of global economic pressures and local political forces increasingly delays improvements to our energy infrastructure. Critics argue that the unpredictability of renewable energy sources, combined with the slow development of scalable energy storage, means that renewables will always need to be supported by other forms of energy production.
Wind is an abundant commodity, but to underwrite this bet on renewables, we'll still need fossil fuels. There'll be new North Sea oil and gas licences and a massive investment in nuclear power.
But unless we want extreme weather to be our new normal, the UN's panel on climate change has warned that the world is set to reach the 1.5 degree temperature rise within the next 2 decades, and that only the most dramatic cuts in carbon emissions will help prevent this environmental disaster.
It's all about electrification. So whether it's from nuclear or offshore wind or onshore wind or solar panels, we've got to electrify society. It's the way we escape, the way we make this the last fossil fuel crisis the UK has to suffer.